So the pollsters are lying to you. Hey, I'm Phil, and this is the Minuteman Moment. Surprisingly, the New York Times even admitted this recently. The paper reported that pollsters are failing to gauge intensity when it comes to gun control. And a recent headline in the New York Times read, "Voters say they want gun control, but their votes say something different." And in other words, opinion polls on guns really don't mean a lot. What truly matters is intensity in favor of Second Amendment rights. And that's why GOA Senior Vice President Eric Pratt talked more about this theme when he recently went on the Armstrong Williams National Town Hall.
Well, enacting gun control won't make us safer from the next mass shooter, and it's a huge mistake politically. You know, the polls supposedly told President Bill Clinton that the American public supported more gun control. So he signed 2 big gun control bills into law, and then the political tsunami happened where he lost control of the Congress. And actually, on half a dozen occasions we've counted, Clinton lamented that it was the gun control he signed that cost him control of the Congress because Democrat voters crossed party lines to vote Republican. You know, media polls always make it seem like the people want gun control, and some people fall into that. But history shows time and time again that politicians, especially Republican ones, lose whenever they support gun control. For Republicans, either their base will stay home or they'll vote third party. So it's a huge failure politically. But look, again, where has gun control made us safer?
And that's why support for gun control should result in mass firings on Election Day. It's really important that politicians learn that lesson, especially from one Bill Clinton. He even said that Democrats lost their majority in Congress because Democrat legislators were defeated as a result of their support for the Brady bill and the so-called assault weapons ban. This is actually really critical to remember because leading up to the passage of that so-called semi-auto ban, Democrats talked about polling which indicated that Americans supposedly favored a ban, just like how we're now hearing that certain polls are saying Republicans support red flag gun confiscation and universal background checks. But you don't need to believe these polls. If Republicans listen to these pollsters, they do so at their own peril, just like Democrats did in '94 and just like Kelly Ayotte did in 2016. After getting elected on a platform stating she would support the Second Amendment, Republican Senator Kelly Ayotte of New Hampshire decided to support gun control light, and it cost her big time. She only lost by a few hundred votes in 2016, and to be sure, it was her gun control betrayal that cost Ayotte greatly with key gun rights groups and leaders in her own state. The state's pro-gun organization refused to endorse her, and thousands of gun owners either stayed home or voted for someone else. The result was that Ayotte lost by 1,017 votes. Gun-owning Americans are almost universally opposed to red flag gun confiscation orders, universal background checks, and so-called assault weapons bans. It only takes a small percentage of the base to stay home, or to just say, I'm voting for a third party. Either decision will have disastrous consequences for Republicans like Ayotte who support gun control. Friends don't let friends vote for gun control. All right, that's it for this week. I'll see you next time on the Minuteman Moment.